Good morning, everybody. This is JC. If you're a military person or you're the least bit familiar with military, you may have heard the term fire for effect. It's a term that's used in the military, and what it means simply is take aim, fire, and see how good your aim was. See where your round lands, see what you need to do to improve your aim, to make the shot better, etc., etc., on and on like this. It doesn't really mean very much, but anyhow, that's what I'm doing today. This is a fire for effect. As you know, I have some poems on here, some short stories and one thing and another, and I dress in different manners, and sometimes I don't hardly dress at all. Sometimes I have good lighting, sometimes I have bad lighting, and then there are times when there are certain days. Some days are your better days, some days are your best days, and some days are your worst days. Some days people see you at your best, and other days people see you at your worst. And sometimes you begin to ramble, as I do quite often, as a matter of fact. So this, maybe this is the day you see me at my worst. Anyhow, you can see how I'm dressed, and the lighting isn't very good, but I thought, you know what, I just turned the camera on, and the sun was glaring off of my glasses, so I put these shades on. Not the sun, but the light, and maybe the light wouldn't glare off my glasses so well. Well, the light glares off the shades too, so I didn't accomplish much, except I got that little Roy Orbison look. But this isn't going to be a song, it's going to be sort of a poem. I have two little poems here. The one is an actual poem, the one about which I came on here, and the other is a poem that I left in the comments section afterwards. This first poem is part of a poem series that's called A Never-Ending Poem. Sometime back, I don't know how long, maybe a month, or well, it's been much longer than a month, maybe a year, maybe 2 years back, somebody started a poem. And they wrote a verse to that poem. It went to the site. The next person who looked at it said, hey, look, I think I'll add on to that. So they added on to that poem. And it should go on and on forever, as long as, at least as this poetry site lasts, and there are still people who come on to it and utilize it. Anyhow, this is one of those never-ending poems. It has the verse I put in here. The essence is a bit strange, so you sort of have to pay attention, and also the meter is a little bit different, and so you have to kind of pay attention to that. So without too much further ado, my explanation, of course, is 4 times longer than the poem will be, but that's all right. That's one of those JC things, and I am, after all, JC, for better or for worse. So anyhow, here's the poem. It's called Back When I Still Loved You. And my part of the poem goes like this, ... quotation marks. And it starts, back when I still loved you, sounds as if is no more. Back when I still loved you, sounds as if it is no more. That love has kept me from my wits, the way I was before. Consumed by jealousy and hate, not knowing how to start to turn the hate from rancid meat back into love, a love to touch, that does not deign to speak of love, but inundates the heart. Quotation, period. And so that's the verse. And I pinned this next into the comment section down there. You leave a comment to say, I like this, it was very good, it wasn't very good, or whatever you feel at the time. I was feeling very poetic, so my comment is actually a very small poem, and it goes, back when I still loved you, these words are aptly said and pressed into an aging heart and forced inside a head once covered up so proud, much like a lion's mane, but now has turned a silver gray like clouds before a rain. Back when I still loved you. A never-ending poem. This is JC, and thank you very much.